fantasy girly through and through. And I love me some morally grey, dark, mysterious MMC, as you may very well know. Even if dark romance has the type of MMC I like, usually it tends to take a deep dive into spice and not so much into plot. At least that's what I believed, and that's what stopped me from picking up one of these books. Too much spice is kind of icky for me. I do like the dark, twisted, gruesome scenes. Maybe it's something to do with balance. I haven't really bought a lot of dark romance. These are the ones I have. We're gonna start with Corrupt from the Devil's Night series by Penelope Douglas. I heard a lot about this on my For You page, so I was like, okay, let's give it a try. See if it lives up to the hype. The next book I'm going to read in this video is an Emily McIntyre one, and I asked you on Instagram which one I should read, and you all voted for Hooked. So we are going to read this one. And lastly, because I know you like to see me struggle, I'm going to pick up a Chantal Tessier book. I am very afraid. I know it takes a deep dive into dark romance genre, and it is very controversial and very taboo. I don't really want to read a Chantal Tessier book, but I'm gonna do it for you. Which one? I'm not sure yet. We're gonna see. Wish me luck for that. This is a video for over 16 girlies, I think, or maybe even 18. I'm not sure. Since it's dark romance, it's triggering and it's like a lot of spice, whatever. If you're under that age, do not stress, girl. There is nothing you are missing. The book revolves around Erica Fane, who's tormented by her boyfriend's brother, Michael Christ, and his group of friends because she put them in prison. So are Erica and the other dudes. I'm a bit confused, but we're gonna find out together. Oh my god, what's this? I don't need so many details, okay? I'm gonna read this to you. It's going to be mostly censored, probably. Jesus! I wrapped my hand around my cock, feeling it throb and pulse as it grew thick and hard at the thought of her. I ran my thumb over the fat tip, whipping away the that was only a small measure of what was begging to get out. Goddamn indeed. I don't know. I will most likely need to touch some grass after this video. Okay, back to reading. You're such a good little girl, aren't you, Rika? Good girl for mommy, good girl for teachers. You're a good girl on the outside, but no one knows who the hell you are on the inside, do they? I love myself some praise. I am not complaining. I'm not at all. No. I like that. Okay, so Michael, baby, you're not that cool, okay? I'm sorry. Pick a side. Are you nonchalant, like guy, you don't care, you're a playboy, whatever, you know what I mean? Or are you a poet? What are you doing? They see chaos, madness, and fucking as ugly, and the older you get, the smaller the box gets. You feel it closing in already, don't you? Don't you, Rika? Don't you? I'm hungry, Rika. I'm hungry. I want everything they tell me I can't have, and I see that hunger in you. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. I'm just being a hater. I'm sorry. The thing is that these are literally, I don't know, 19-year-olds, right, at this point. And they go back to school. Yeah, they graduated, go back to school all masked up, right, in the middle of classes, mind you. And they just walk in on, like, the teacher is there, and they just walk in and handpick guys and girls without anyone questioning anything, because they are the horsemen. And I don't know about you, but I'm struggling really hard not to cringe because it doesn't make sense. They're way too cocky, girl. They're way too cocky because they're not, like, okay, mommy and daddy has money. What do you have? Because that's the whole point, because their parents are influential, right? And they can do whatever they want to do, but at the same time, who the heck are you? Everyone knows who these 4 horsemen are, and they just get them to a half orgy, half fighting underground. I'm sorry, am I the problem? Because this is so unrealistic. page 140. So basically a third into the book. These 20-something-year-old, like 21 or whatnot, they are acting as if they are literal gods. And as a 23-year-old woman, I am not impressed at all. As of a sort of no spoiler recap, I'm just gonna tell you a few things you kind of find out about them early in the book. So we have Rika, the MMC, who has been in love with her boyfriend's brother. The boyfriend's brother is called Michael. Michael is an asshole. Trevor, her actual boyfriend, who's not actually her boyfriend, he's an asshole too. Michael's friends, Will, Kai, and Damon, they're also assholes. So basically, everyone is an asshole in this book. Erica put Michael's friends in prison a few years ago. We don't know why. Everyone hates her, but everyone wants to bang her, basically. Which is weird, but okay. But there's one part which got me like, oh my god, because Damon and the other one, like the two assholes of Michael's friend, they went after her to college, right? In class with her. And the teacher is there. They're basically harassing her in class and telling her things like, I've been dreaming about those lips. You know how to suck, you know what, yet, Rika? Because when I shove myself down your throat, you better know how to take it. What's going on? And they're in class and the teacher goes, what the hell is going on back there, right? What is going on? And Damon says, sorry, sir. Gave it to her nice and good this morning, but she still can't keep her hands off me. Laughter broke out. Okay, I laughed too, and I was appalled. He doesn't mind the teacher, and well, apparently the teacher does absolutely nothing. So I know with Dark Romance, you have to try really hard to like the characters, but with other Dark Romances, I secretly like them, right? I was like, okay, he's really bad, but damn, I like him. And here I don't really, that doesn't happen. I don't know. I am sorry. I might disappoint you with this book. Maybe it gets better, who knows? Another day, another opportunity to be traumatized by a book. So let's dive into it. Oh my god, they're kissing. The others were right there, and she didn't realize it, and she was kissing him like really passionately, I might add. It's my cock you think of when it's like those fingers. Oh my god! Oh my god! You filthy degenerates! What are you? Rika? You are deranged. You know that? But oh my god, I love it. Oh my god, I love it. They were watching everything. So Michael was taking lunch. He was eating. He was eating her. His friends were there watching and he knew that. And she realized it and... Okay, that was exciting, but at the same time... Therapy. Ma'am Penelope Douglas? What is going on? What are you thinking about? I am appalled, but at the same time weirdly intrigued, okay? I get it. It's weirdly intrigued. I'm more than halfway through at this point, and overall, I don't really like it all that much. I liked a few parts. Yes, it is entertaining sometimes, because they are quite deranged. And the way it is written with a back and forth timeline, it's a very subjective thing, but I don't really like it. Because the two timelines is the present, where Rika is in college, and Michael's friends are out of prison, and they are tormenting her right now, right? And well, I don't know, maybe she likes it, who knows? She says she doesn't, I don't know. So that's the present time, and we have the past time where she put them in prison and what happened in that night, I think. Both of them switch from, no, only the present switch from Michael to Rika, and past is only Rika, whatever. So I don't yet know what happened in the past that night, which I don't like. I don't like that thing in books. I think it's supposed to keep me intrigued, but I get bored because I want to know what happened. Have I outgrown the genre? Have I just focused on rom-coms and fantasy, romantasy that I just don't like dark romance? Or is this not good enough? Because it feels like this is not good enough. Because I read God of Malice, which, mind you, it's quite dark. It was cringe, but I enjoyed it. I wasn't bored, right? I read Vow of Deception, the Vow of Deception, Deception trilogy by Racket again. Kind of enjoyed it. The Predator, on the other hand, another dark romance, that one wasn't as cringe. It was a bit, I think, but I liked it more. Now, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just I do not resonate with the characters and they feel just cocky and like they're just sort of losers and their parents have a lot of money, so they do whatever they want and people for some reason believe they are cool because they're hot, I think. But this makes me question, if I were to read the dark romances I read before, would I still like them? Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. Okay, I'm at page 300 something. And it's starting to get interesting. So things are not really as I thought they were. I mean, they all have loose screws, okay? They are not in their right mind. They need extensive therapy sessions. But everything they did wasn't actually for the reason I thought it was. That was the whole point, I'm sure, for them to be disgusting. And then you are presented with the fact that they did it for the good reasons. That being said, Damon is still despicable. Excuse me. We are having a threesome. There is a threesome going on here. Rika is having the time of her life. Apparently, she absolutely loves it. Michael too. The other one, I won't tell you who the other one is. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge, to be honest? They are having a blast. Insanely explicit and detailed. Way too much. My eyes are bleeding from what I've seen today. The words in my mind, whatever. Yeah, I need a break. Since I woke up today, I kept skimming through the book. I skimmed so much that I basically didn't understand anything. I have read the last 100 pages or so, less probably. I don't really understand what happened, but that doesn't bother me, to be honest. Maybe the next books are better. I didn't even read yesterday, and this is a 1-week challenge, so usually I read every single day. You know what? After the threesome, I didn't really care what was going to happen. Please ignore my hairstyle. This is my sleep hair. I think this is a 2-star maybe. I profusely disliked the characters. None of them were people I thought are cool or interesting, honestly. Michael is too cocky. Erica wants to be friends with them because they're cool. And Damon, oh my god, Damon is absolutely despicable, atrocious, and just a slimy person. Basically, they are all looking at Erica because they all want to bang her. That's basically the whole idea. They torment her, but they honestly, truly just want to give it to her, you know? Whatever. So Erica was not 18 at this point, right? And they're all watching her. Michael is, her kind of lover, whatever. And he thinks, we'd all had sex long before we were 18, and we were all looking at her like she wasn't 16, okay? And then you know what Damon says? Well, you know what I say? Damon chimed in, blowing out a stream of smoke. As long as they're old enough to crawl, they're in the right position. Tell me this is not vomit-inducing. I understand what Penelope Douglas wanted to do here. She wanted to make him absolutely despicable, and then you probably in the future, not in this book, you will get to the point that he's just hurt, and that's not truly what he thinks, but he just likes to showcase this really dark persona. And okay, but you can do that without putting in things that are absolutely disgusting. I can get over a lot of things in dark romance. That's the whole point. It's the shock value. There is a lot of sex and a lot of creepy things, spooky things going on. I like morally gray, okay? I don't like morally disgusting, and Damon is that. So given that there is a book with him, I am supposed to like him in a way. Like, obviously he's hot, because every man in dark romance books, they are hot, okay? But that's not enough, girl. So I would say I wasn't hooked while reading this book. And that is exactly why the next book we're going to read is Hooked. But did you see what I did there? That was cringe. It was cringy, but it made me happy and fluffy inside. So we're gonna read this tomorrow. Why not today, you're wondering? I need a break from dark romances. Just a little bit. So I'm listening to the audiobook, all right? And let me tell you, he is British. He is British, and if you know, you know. Oh my god, I love me a British man in books. It hits different. That being said, the books get straight into it. So the first thing you read about is Hook, or James, or whatever, murdering a guy. That's basically how it starts. So we are not losing time here. But I brought you closer because I am a bit confused. I have a question. If you're a guy, maybe you know better than me, but why do all dark romance MMCs PPs twitch when they see the girl? Like instantly it sticks right up. Please someone explain. You just go instantly? That's how it works? Aren't you in jeans, for God's sake? I didn't need that information, okay? So, straight off the bat, too many details, okay? Okay, let's get back to it. So this is a much better beginning than with Corrupt. I instantly am curious about what's going on. And let me tell you, this man is one attractive man. He has an accent and he is cocky, and I love me a cocky man. Unfortunately, I do like cocky men. British, what can you do? They are always really nice in books. Also, he is thoroughly deranged. Yes, I do like him quite a lot. I am 100 pages in, and I have a few things to say. First and foremost, I do not want to read you the banter. I do not want to do that because I'm going to spoil it for you. You gotta experience it firsthand, because this man knows his way with words. Now, is he an absolute psychopath? Yeah, he is really, he's not alright in the head. He has something against the ticking of watches or clocks. It I don't know, he goes psychotic when he hears that. And honestly, I understand that. I cannot stand the sound of ticking either. So up until this point, he owns this bar. He sees the girl who is his enemy's daughter. He kind of likes her, but at the same time, you know what? I'm gonna use her. So that's where we are now. They literally have a date, and they are bound to do it right now. Yeah, they on the first date. Yeah, that's also no worries, but it's quite fast. But who am I to judge? They like each other. Now, another thing is, compared to Corrupt, the characters here are likable. Like, yes, I know he's despicable, but at the same time, he is a gentleman, girl. I like him. And that's what I want from dark romance. I want to question, why am I liking this person? But still, he is likable. Here, I feel like, even though the spice is kind of spicing, we have a plot, and we have a plot that is quite enjoyable, honestly. I'm not saying that the characters are very deep, because they're not, but they are deeper than with the Corrupt. Like, I would say this is like 10 times better in that sense, like with the characters. What I like in here is that you can tell that he is falling for her, even though he doesn't want to admit it. That's one. And the last thing I want to say before jumping back into reading. So, he calls her love, darling, whatever, but he also calls her pet. And I was, ew, what's pet, right? Why would you do that? And then I searched it up because I was like, pet? It turns out in England, like British people use pet in a really sweet way. So it's actually the same as love or darling. Even though I don't like it, I cannot associate it with love. I'm trying my best and my hardest to not judge it and just replace it in my head with darling or love when it's the case. If you're British, tell me, can you use pet as a really loving term? Like something people would like to be called? Whatever, back to reading. They are doing the deed and she goes, inner walls milking his fingers. What's going on? What am I doing with my life? Though we're good, because after that he says, such a good girl. And that calmed me down a little bit, to be honest. Girl, I'm taking a break. Do I need you to describe the freaking veins on his pee-pee for me? Because I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that. And not only that, we have milking this and milking that and milking all over. Okay? And that is not, it's not okay. If I hear milking or milk it out or milk something that doesn't have anything to do with a cow, I'm gonna stick these 2 pencils in my freaking eyes. Okay. Back to reading. Tell me you're mine, Wendy, darling. This reminds me of recent, and I love it. Okay, things are getting freaking interesting. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Dark romance, sure. This plot is plotting. That's my take. I really like the story so damn much. Okay, so they are really sweet right now. They got over their issues, right? Because he misunderstood something, so whatever. And now he is such a nice man, honestly. For the record, I would give you the world. You simply have to ask. You want kids? Done. You want to stay here and never work again? Done. You want to watch the world burn? Let me guess you'll set it on fire, I ask. Hey, Chuckles. No, darling. I'll hand you the match and stand at your back watching you become the Queen of Ashes. Now, do you know, I've wondered where is that quote from? Because I've seen it all over my For You page and I was, oh my god, I need to read that immediately. I read it, I was giggling like crazy. I'm sorry I didn't catch it on camera, but oh my god, it was so good. And not only that, but then he goes, well, after he tells her, you're such a good girl, ready and waiting to take my cock. Once again, the cock. She tells him he's dark and mysterious, and James says, darling, if I'm the dark, then you're the stars. And tell me, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Excuse me, Miss Emily McIntyre, you... Wow, yes, that's what I'm talking about. No spice. I don't need spice. The spice in this, you don't need the spice in this for it to be good. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want. Okay, spice is good. Fine, give me that cock. Oh, you want, but I need some. Oh my god. I know how it sounds, okay? As long as it has a good plot, as long as the story's good, we can add or take out spice. Like, that's what makes a good book, and I want that. And this had some really good plot twists. I didn't expect them. So I was like this. What's going on? This is a good dark romance. Corrupt was just not for me. Although I'm not done yet. I have a little bit more to read. Just a tiny little bit. Alright guys, I'm gonna be honest. I like this. I read it in one sitting. So that is enough to show you this is a really nice read though. The spice is not, it's good, it's not needed. It's way too detailed for my liking. Seeds should stay in the garden, milk should stay in the fridge. If we have these 2 words put in a book that are not related to gardening or cows, they have no business being there, okay? That's my take. Now, that aside, I really like the romance and the banter. I absolutely love the plot and the plot twist. So if I'm ignoring the smut, scenes and all the spice and like the number of veins he has on his stick, I would really say that this is 4.5 star. It was so nice. I've read Corrupt. I've read Hooked, which, yes, good. But right now, I need to really test my tolerance and my sanity, honestly. And we will read, as I said, a Chantal Tessier book. I wanted to pick up a shorter one, so we're gonna go with Sabotage. Mind you, I know absolutely nothing about this. I just know it is kind of smutty. People seem to like it, so I might enjoy it. Who knows? Hi there, I just took a shower and I am ready to dive into the world of dark romance once again this week. I do not have the physical book. I'm just gonna read the ebook on my phone. Why on my phone, you're wondering? Well, the reason behind that is that my Kindle is so old. I don't even know what model this is. Please, if you know, tell me. It has more than 12 years. I just get the ebook on my phone and yeah. Sabotage is basically step-siblings romance in the world of the Lords, which I don't know what is, an association or something, but they hate each other, but they just bang all day long. That's basically it. So let's start. Stop the B-roll. Stop the B-roll. What is going on in this book? It's the prologue. Do you know what happened? So he makes her lick. Oh my god. I'm sorry for anyone listen. I'm sorry for myself for reading this. He makes her lick the thing that rhymes with gum off the floor. I am vomiting right now. I literally vomited in my own mouth. I did that. Not only that, listen closely, okay? All that while his friends are watching. And then I would say they are all loving her simultaneously. I am deeply traumatized by the prologue. I stutter because I cannot believe this. I definitely have to touch grass because this is not something I expected. Like, I knew it was a lot. I knew that someone needs to get some therapy sessions, and her name is Chantal. A beautiful name, that is. That's a really, really beautiful name. I am 25% in, and this is smut. I haven't read smut before, so I did read Hunting Adeline, and this has a plot, I think. It will have, but I don't remember much from Hunting Adeline, that's for sure. It was weird, it was creepy, it was smutty, right? But it's nothing compared to this. As for a short recap, he literally filmed the whole thing that happened in a prologue, right? What I told you, the despicable, inexplicable, disgusting things they did, and he posted it online. Not only did he post it online, 10 million people saw it, right? And she is unfazed by this. Yeah, she's a bit angry. Yeah, she burned his car, but still, she's quite unfazed, given she does it again with him, right? I don't know. Is it that good, girl? Is it that good? Now, I'd love to share a snippet of the book, but I'm pretty sure I shouldn't do that on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure you shouldn't read it. Anyway, you don't really want to. Just as an idea, she really likes it like that. This girl, she likes everything. She is into it. It's usually kind of easy for me to talk about anything. This is a bit embarrassing and a bit weird to talk about. It's too graphic in the sexual department. A wine bottle? Why would you stick that up your... You know what? What possessed you guys to use wine in that activity? Mind you, their parents were close, and then he put the wine back on the dinner table. I am appalled. I'm 50% in, and yes, things started to happen. These guys work for the Lords, which is a drug, crime, weird cult-like association, and they kill for them and whatever, but I don't really care at this point. From 16 chapters, 11 are smut. This has nothing to do with what I want to see in a book. Nothing. There is definitely a shock value when it comes to dark romance. And with this book, I feel like everything is focused on that shock value, like, oh my god, what are these filthy bitches doing? And when I say filthy bitches, I refer to every single one of them, including boys. But then, after you get 30 pages of literal deranged sexual scenes, I understand you are deranged. Anything else? So you basically get bored at some point, and I am really freaking bored. And this girl, Riley, I don't like her at all. She doesn't have character whatsoever, no personality at all. She thinks she is a badass, but she's just a girl getting used. Because she goes, but his in your mouth? That gives you control. Who talks like that? Who thinks of that? Even if he thinks you have none, I assure you that's not the case. Yeah, really, you assure us. I'm sure you know plenty. And after that, showing us the power she has over men, she goes, I'm about to go into my senior year. The last thing I need is anything serious anyway. I've seen girls give up their entire future for a fucking yeah, I want to know how that works out for them 5 years down the road. Yeah, Riley, I would like to see how 10 million people seeing your sex tape, how does that turn out for you in 5 years, huh? This book has the word that rhymes with gum 36 times, 61 times. The other word for which starts with C, I don't know, did I say it in this video? I probably said it 100 times. So yeah, that is 67 times, and the word to describe the female part 48 times, and all that in 240 pages. I'll let you form your opinion on that by yourself. Okay, girlies, I read 2.5 dark romance books in this video in a week, and I am heavily traumatized. 2 of them were flops. 1 of them was pretty good. Now, Corrupt, not for me. I'm not really interested. I'm sorry. No. Hooked, I cannot find it at this exact moment. I feel like that is a very good book. The Spice is still not for me. I do like some details, but it's too much. I don't want it to be graphic. I want it to be a little bit explicit. I need some details, but I want to imagine everything by myself. I do not feel like the spice makes a book better. If the book is good, it doesn't need spice, okay? The spice is an add-on. Let's say if you want to, but it shouldn't feel like the main idea of the book. Well, this is smut, so that's like Sabotage, smut, I understand. It's not for me. That being said, it is not for me. I like things. That is not one of the things I like to read about. Would I recommend the books? Well, I wouldn't recommend Sabotage to my enemy. I DNF'd it halfway through. I don't know if I said that earlier, but I did. This one, it's a little bit better. I do not like the premise of the book. I'm not interested. I don't like the characters. I don't feel like they are interesting, honestly. If you liked Corrupt, good for you. Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe the next books are better, but it's just not for me. With Hooked, which again, I don't know where it is. Yes. The storyline is interesting. Would I recommend it? If you can get over the excessive spice and the icky words, yeah, it could be a really good read. This video was a bit unfortunate on my side. Though I had 1 good book, so it's not a fail completely. That being said, if you enjoyed seeing me struggle and bending my mind backwards to read these books, like and subscribe. I feel like I deserve it at this point. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day.